Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Go. 280.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Hey, Charlie.
It's a second down run with Sanders. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Win championships, baby. Check, check. Lucky.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
To Justin Watson. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing is Wentz. On the crossing route, complete. It's Watson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice
I
game.
was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Sanders, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
No. Switch it.
Look at me. Door. Hey, Alpha. Deep rip.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 28-yard line.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Check 52.
And now here's a carry heading left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Five.
Throwing Jones. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
There's overload.
Check 26. Check 26. 6-6. Pull it high. Go out.
Show him that.
Hey, high 7.
No. Check that. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Check. Back to go.
Now Jones on 3rd down. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 12-yard line.
Don't go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Sweetie!
I got you, punk.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Mike,
Sweetie!
Shotgun now for Wentz. And Watson has it right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike, here we go. Sweetie!
3 bucks.
Let's go. Great.
On 1st down, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready, set.
50, Mike, 50. You're right now.
Hey, Steve 6.
Hey, 50 to my back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
That's the way.
87.
Here's Wentz to throw. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Wentz now to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check, 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 check. Protein spill. Ready, ready.
Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Two-jet bomber, two-jet bomber. Move.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Cut, cut, cut. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Buzz, buzz.
52, Mike 52. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Wentz now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the NFL scoreboard, interesting one going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line. Go.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Able to fight through one tackle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go now. 60 yards.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the 2nd quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 120.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Go.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
In your face.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting. All right. Hey, other side, solid.
Hey, let's get this.
74.
58.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
On second and inches, Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First down, Giants.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's first and 10. Jones operating from the gun. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first and 10, Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Watch twins. 61, matchbox lights. Leo. Go. Shoot.
Now Jones operating from the gun. It's hauled in by Shepard. And that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You gonna see me and get
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 38-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, orbit.
Turkey's the mark. Let's go, B.
2nd and 5. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Ready.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. To 2nd and 4.
One of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
What we got? Hey, Delta. 52, Mike 52. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Ready.
From the 17, Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Hassan Ridgeway coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Rosa's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So quickly, all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Shoot.
Throwing is Wentz. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run with Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's into the hands of Pascal. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Wentz again. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Go. 20. Yeah.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
81.
Once again with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one fielded at the 5. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Drop deep. 52 to Mike, boy, 52.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Jones from the gun, he'll throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, D.
Throwing now is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready. Block 52. 52's the mic. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Kill.
80 weapons.
Kill.
Bravo. Fight.
Jones now operating from the gun. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Jones. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
At their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's coming. We got double up.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards.
Here we go. At their own 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Recon, 132 fighter. Snap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A 1st down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Check it out, Reed.
This is Gallman. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that?
Watch where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario. Attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Next to score, Giants 19, Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's Wentz to throw. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw is Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. Wentz now on 1st down.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Now Wentz. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Wentz going to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Giants, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.